Vol Nation, we're back, and we hope you had an amazing Halloween weekend. While Tennessee sports may have given us a few tricks, we're here to bring you a treat. I'm Tyler Barbaras.
And I'm Jeremiah Shields. And on this episode of Rocky Top Rundown, we're covering all our bases. Coming up, we've got football, volleyball, soccer, cross country, swim and dive, women's basketball, and a special men's basketball preview from our very own Ben Cater. Let's get right into this busy schedule, Tyler.
Let's do it, Jeremiah. The Volunteers rallied against Oklahoma on Saturday in their annual dark mode blackout game. Talk about making an entrance. The Spirit Squad brought their A game with a lighted performance that was spectacular. Now let's get into how this game went down. UT started strong with the game's opening possession via Joey Aguilar's 5-yard pass to wide receiver Braylon Staley, nabbing a 7-0 lead early. However, the Sooners caught back up with the Vols after a 71-yard strip sack fumble at the 8-minute mark in the first quarter. Now, some could argue that number 32 for Oklahoma stepped out of bounds on this return. However, they chose not to review it. Oklahoma got a touchdown as this play stands, 7-7 early on in this ball game. But Max Gilbert put us back ahead with a 45-yard field goal, setting the score to 10-7, giving Tennessee another lead. However, the Sooners' kicker, Tate Sandel, made field goals of 55, 51, and 40 yards, which ended up giving Oklahoma the advantage going into halftime with a score of 16-10. UT fought back and got back in front with a short pass from Joey Aguilar to Braylon Staley as he rushed down 54 yards all the way to the end zone to score a touchdown, giving the Vols a 1-point lead at 17-16. Eventually, Oklahoma forced Tennessee to punt, and Oklahoma's Xavier Robinson put his team back on top 23-17 with a 4-yard touchdown run with 2:03 left in the third quarter. Sandel made a 55-yard kick, upping the Sooners' score to 26-17, but the Vols' Edwin Spillman intercepted their quarterback and brought hope back into this crowd. After 6 plays, wide receiver Mike Matthews caught Aguilar's 15-yarder into the end zone to almost even the score at 26-27. However, the Sooners eventually would add on another touchdown to make it 33-24. A late 48-yard field goal by Max Gilbert would not be enough for the Vols to come back and win this one. Unfortunately, they lost 33-24, and that is where the score stayed. Oklahoma left Neyland with the win and the Vols without. In total offense, UT was ahead of the Sooners by a little over 100, but they were sadly brought down by 3 turnovers in the first half. And unfortunately, we lost to Oklahoma by a mere 6 points with a final score of 33-27. The Vols are off this week, but we'll be back at Neyland on the 15th to take on New Mexico State for homecoming weekend.
Now, on a more positive note, let's hear from our very own Ben Cater on what's to come for men's basketball team this season.
There are big changes happening in Knoxville this year. The Tennessee Volunteers have added some major talent, including both freshmen and transfers, to the men's basketball team, and they're looking to raise the bar for the 2025-26 season. While several key contributors have left the program, they aren't waiting to reload. Head coach Rick Barnes and his staff have welcomed in a wave of new players with unique skills and talents. Let's dive in. Starting from the top of the class, we have freshman Nate Ament, who is a consensus 5-star recruit and arguably the crown jewel of Tennessee's recruits this year. Ament averaged 19 points and 10 rebounds from his senior year of high school, and he shot 47% from the field, 42% from three-point range, and 90% from the free throw line during his elite summer circuit. At 6'9", he handles the ball like a guard and defends multiple positions. Ament is no doubt going to be a valuable player in the upcoming season. Then there's freshman guard and wing Amari Evans and freshman forward Dwayne Brown II, who both provide size and upside. Evans comes in with a reputation as a defensive-minded wing, while Brown is a state championship forward out of Hoover, Alabama. And let's not forget about freshman guard Troy Henderson and guard and wing Clarence Masamba, who provide depth in backcourt rotation and perimeter defense, respectively. Finally, let's talk about the transfers that Tennessee is bringing on board for a successful basketball season. Guard Jacoby Gillespie from Maryland brings backcourt experience, and we've already seen some great performance from him during the exhibition match against Duke. Next, we have forward Jalen Carey from Vanderbilt, who brings size, strength, and interior toughness, and guard and wing Amari Abram from Louisiana Tech, bringing with him some serious shooting skill and veteran guard depth. With the blend of elite incoming freshmen, experienced transfers, and veteran holdovers, the Volunteers have a team ready to not just challenge, but contend and dominate this season. Their non-conference slate will give us some early tests, but the real focus will be SEC play and gearing up for March.
Thanks for the report, Ben. We're looking forward to seeing the new talent perform this season. While on the topic of basketball, let's talk about what our Lady Vol Hoops team has been up to. They took to the court this past Thursday to take on the Columbus State Cougars with a commanding performance. Talasia Cooper got on the board first for the Lady Vols, but Nia Robinson was the first to put up a three-point shot. While the teams were tied, Cooper puts up a three of her own that put the Lady Vol domination into motion. The Lady Vols kept their run going with the three-pointer from freshman Maya Paldo, who put up 18 points, including 4 three-point shots in her debut. And look at that rebound from UCLA transfer Janiyah Barker. Paldo isn't the only one who can score. Robinson gets the Lady Vols another three-point shot to keep it rolling. And after Barker hits yet another layup of the night, Ruby Whitehorn takes a pass from Paldo to take another three-point shot. Man, this team is a three-point machine. By now, the Lady Vols had already broken over 100 points, but Barker decides to add some more with another three-pointer. It wasn't just offense working for the Lady Vols. Robertson steals it away, and LSU transfer Jersey Wolfenbarger puts up a layup for 2. After Cooper hits one more three, she steals it away and gives it to Wolfenbarger for 2 to give the Lady Vols totaling a 100-point lead over the Cougars. Final score of the game was 148-48. While the Lady Vols won their first exhibition game of the season, Vol Nation was hit with some tough news this past Sunday. After 2 recent legal incidents, head coach Kim Caldwell announced that senior guard Ruby Whitehorn has been dismissed from the team.
We have standards in this program, and it's a sad situation. It's a difficult situation. I feel bad for this current team that we have, and time will tell if it's the right choice for this team, but I have no doubt that it's the right choice for the team 4 or 5 years from now. Yeah, we didn't talk a whole lot about Ruby. We talked about who's going to step up, who's going to do what, and we went around the room and everyone said something. She's not a player that one player can step up and replace in a matter of a day. So everyone is going to have to give us more. We're going to have to get more out of our scorers. We're going to have to get more out of our role players. We're going to have more leadership. We're just going to have more.
Hopefully the Lady Vols can keep their momentum rolling as they look ahead to the rest of the season without guard Ruby Whitehorn.
The Lady Vols soccer team is heading into the postseason with a 12-2-3 record. This Tuesday through Sunday, they're competing in the SEC soccer tournament down in Pensacola, Florida, starting tomorrow night against the number 5 seed LSU Tigers. Earlier this season, the Lady Vols defeated the Tigers 2-1 at home. Tennessee enters as the number 4 seed in a single elimination style tournament. The winner of Tennessee versus LSU will take on the winner of number 1 seed Arkansas versus number 8 Mississippi State, one of the 2 SEC teams that the Lady Vols lost to earlier this season. Their only other loss, number 2 seed Vanderbilt, who is set to take on number 10 Alabama tomorrow. Tennessee received a bye in the first round of games, with South Carolina, Florida, Oklahoma, and Auburn all being eliminated in their first matches. Let's hope the Lady Vols can take care of business in the Sunshine State and bring home an SEC championship back here on Rocky Top. Speaking of championships, the Tennessee cross-country team hosted the SEC championships this past Friday at Cherokee Farms. The men placed 9th out of 14, and the women placed 7th out of 16. Freshman Mary Yaboka Ogwoka earned all SEC honors and finished 9th in the competition. On the men's side, Ethan Edgeworth led the way, placing 25th. Next up on the schedule for our Vol runners is the NCAA South Region Championships in Huntsville, Alabama, next Friday, November 14th.
Tennessee Swim and Dive wrapped up its first home meet of the season, putting together an impressive performance at the Allen Jones Intercollegiate Aquatic Center. Tennessee took on Louisville and Auburn in a double-duel meet, earning wins over Auburn but falling to the Cardinals. Diver Bennett Green stole the show, winning both the 1 and 3 meter events, scoring over 400 points in each to improve his mark among Tennessee's all-time best. On the women's side, freshman Deshawn Bentashimil notched her first collegiate win in the 3 meter springboard, landing the 6th best score in program history. In the pool, Gui Caribe continued his dominant stretch, sweeping the 50 and 100 freestyle and helping the men's 400 freestyle relay record the 5th best time ever for the Vols. Lady Vols standout Ella Jansen picked up 3 wins in the 200 free, 200 individual medley, and 500 free, breaking into the top 10 all-time in 2 events. Both the men's and women's relay squads posted top 10 times, with Camille Spink and Emily Brown leading the Lady Vols to another record-setting day. Up next, Tennessee will host the inaugural CSC AA Power 4 Dual Meet Challenge later this month, right here in Knoxville. Well, that's going to wrap up today's episode of Rocky Top Rundown. Thanks for hanging out with me and Tyler today, Vol fans. And don't worry, we'll be back next week. So be there or be square. And as always,
Go Big Orange.